All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this Coldcast presentation. I'm your casting host, Beef, and with me today, once again, is PabloMcDad, a.k.a. Pablo McBain, a.k.a. whatever you want to call him. Pablo, how's it going today, buddy?
I'm doing great. Thank you for the, I saw the clips yesterday you did for me. They were awesome. The Bane one and the comeback.
Good. Yeah, those are, well, I mean, those frankly are two of my favorite videos. Tobax did an amazing video on the Pencils versus 007 match, and the Bane outtakes one is just, like, that's gold. You can't get any better than that, so, I don't know. Definitely fun ones to watch, but we got something else fun to watch on our hands right here, Pablo. HoN Tour Cycle number 3 continuing today. We're in the Losers Bracket round of 8, where afraiD and Too Much Sugar are fighting for their tournament lives. One of these two teams could be eliminated here. And, well, probably not the place that they want to be finishing.
No, exactly. It's going to be a fun game to watch. I love watching tmsR because of my friend Fitsky playing there. So, I'm not going to be biased, but it's going to be good to watch this game.
No bias on the other side? Man, I don't know. Like, you said your good friend Fitsky. Like, what about Fabelli and Fabunko and Panny and Tankafet?
They're not, like, I meet Fitsky like IRL and drink beer. So.
Oh, okay, all right, that's reasonable. Those guys are all Greek and they just walk around with no shirts. Let's take a look at the draft here. Way up top, we got War Beast, Keeper of the Forest, Wildsoul, and Tempest being banned out. So 4 junglers suicides right there. I see a pattern.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of the Legion lineup. It looks a lot like the coin one we watched yesterday with 2 initiators and who can tank. And with a nymph, it's going to be really strong. But on the other side, you have a lodestone who is insane. So we'll see. But again, with the bans, yeah, they are banning out the key heroes for tmsR, and Slicks is replying.
And Warbeast. I mean, I have seen that hero banned in the first 4 bans every match for the last 2 weeks that I've cast. Like, never seen him picked because he always gets banned right there. People are really respecting the power of that hero.
Yeah, that hero is insane right now. I mean, you can pull the lane, placing it as a suicide, and you can give the rest of your a lot of extra attack damage, which gives you control in creep denies and creep kills. So it's a really strong hero that people are utilizing lately more and more.
There you go, there you go. But like you said, we are taking a look right now, and definitely a lot of initiation power on both these teams, being the Lodestone Deadwood and then the Pebbles Rally on the other side. Now, with that being said, the support pick, I definitely say Engineer is, generally speaking, going to be the better laning support than Nymphora. She's going to have to really make up some ground once she hits level 6 and really exercise that ultimate to try to get a mid-game advantage.
Yeah, we saw Lions utilizing the Nymphora pick yesterday to its max potential. They used it to ward and gank at the same time, so if you can pull that off, it's going to be great. I mean, laning phase, it's a bit harder because Engineer is a much better laning support. But we'll see how they do it.
Engineer, pretty good hero, especially in lane.
Best hero in the world,
now,
especially on the long lane.
With that being said, I mean, things that you like seeing with an Engineer a lot of times, Pebbles, maybe a afraiD, 2 very, very good heroes. Now, a Lodestone or a Deadwood, those are going to be kind of awkward laning partners for Engineer in some case.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you can find a hero with a setup stun, Engineer is insane. And they're trying to ban them out right now from... so, like, you see the afraiD ban, for example. That's a really strong lane. But we'll see if they use Deadwood or if they pick another hero up and put Deadwood on the solo short lane. Yeah,
that could be very interesting. Of course, you got something like Magnus that's still available over here that could set up decently. And even maybe something like a Devourer. How fun would that be? But in this case, we do see Aluna as the 4th pick here for the Legion side, going the double support route. So not going to be opting to pick up one of the lower tier junglers that are still available, but... afraiD instead going to be going pretty hard, and there's the second support for tmsR. So both these teams going to be running the double hard supports.
Yeah, I like that a lot. It normally means that there's going to be a lot of action in the game, which is always fun to watch, and they could even use the engineer as a suicide if you're looking at the picks right now. If they pick a carry or another support, I mean, it would be great. I would love to see that.
That would be fun. Yeah, both these teams, they could use something in that short lane. But and how about this? We saw this yesterday. I think you were already gone, but Slick's in the captain seat right now for tmsR.
Yeah, I think Moonmeander, he had some creative drafts, but they didn't really pan out with the game plan they were aiming for. So they're just gonna try something new, I think, with Slicks and see if he can put the hammer on the nail, so to speak.
I think that Slicks brings a lot of experience to the table here, and certainly a competent drafter and strat caller, so we'll see how it works out. And a lot of people have said that tmsR, one of their big problems has been central leadership, and we'll see if this changeover is going to make any kind of a difference, and see if they can boost them into the top 2 or something like that, because most people consider them top 4 already. Right now, though, last pick is going to be Sandwraith. So that's your short lane solo for Team afraiD. And I'm not sure who this Egg Jr. is. Eggy Jr.?
I think I've seen him sometimes in TMM. I've never really seen him play competitive matches, so we'll see how he performs here. But they have a strong lineup on the Legion side. They have a lot of mid-game with Pebbles and Rally, and then you can take it over with Sandwraith in the end. So I like their lineup.
I actually really like the synergy between the Sandwraith ultimate and the Nymphora teleport. I think that that's going to provide a lot of potential, especially when she hits like level 11. You can immediately have 4 people on the opposite side of the map, and that's pretty cool. I mean, 3 people even at level 6 between the 2 Nymph teleport and the ultimate. It's going to be fun to watch. On the other side, though, last pick was in fact Predator. So,
yeah,
gonna be going that route for the hard carry.
Yeah, I like their lineup as well. I mean, they have a strong dual lane, and carry Predator is gonna take off in mid game, so they have that covered. And then they have a really strong suicide and lodestone, which is gonna synergize great with other spells they have.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how both these teams lane. If they do, in fact, go for a try-v-try situation, which is kind of what it's looking like right now, we could see a lot of action in the bottom lane. It's going to be very important to be the person that doesn't screw up first in that lane. Because really, if either one of these tri-lanes does screw up, you might have to disband the tri-lane and really call it quits right then and there. And then try to do some roaming or get some assistance from mid. That's going to be the crux of the issue. But right now, both of these teams are looking to square off right here. There's the Compel into Stalagmites, going for Lodestone. He's tanky. Zealstun comes in. Lodestone is going to go down. They had the damage. Pebble's going to fall as well. Both Predator and Deadwood taking a lot of damage here. Deadwood looks like he might be the next one to fall. No more auto attacks being used just yet. There's the power throw, and the Zeal stun gonna connect. Engineer might be in trouble as well. Rally is gonna have a stun here in about another 8 seconds, but not gonna run for it, taking the 2-1 advantage out of the jungle.
Yeah, having Rally and Pebbles level 1 is insane for the level 1 fight. So it was a
not to mention a Luna power throw, Nymphora stun, like dagger on Sandwraith. This is probably the strongest level 1 fighting team I've ever seen here on the Legion.
Yeah, might be one of them. Yeah. But I thought it was a mistake going for Kesu on Lodestone because he's a really tanky hero. They did it well. Yep. We'll see how much that affects the game.
I even mentioned that. I'm like, I don't know about going on Lodestone here. They're going to go one more. Deadwood in the middle lane. There's the Compel. Auto attacks are coming in, and it's now going to be up to Tankafet to hit the power throw. And it's going to connect. Haxerin going down 2 deaths 40 seconds into the game. Not a good start for the Danish Dynamite.
Yeah, that's... Oh, and the call
and the taunt. Oh, no.
That's so rude.
Oh, wow. Well, 740 gold per minute right there for Sandwraith. He is,
It's gonna be rough. It's not gonna go down either because they have a suicide versus him. So,
yeah,
they need to do really well in laning phase now for tmsR, and then try to take some good mid fights.
Yeah, I'm just really not sure how they're going to recover from this, though. I mean, there's already an experience and gold advantage. They're not going to be able to win this long lane. The mid lane has already been tilted in favor with that level 1 death on Deadwood. And so really the only lane that tmsR should be winning is going to be the top lane. And Fabunko already taking a lot of damage up there, but middle and bottom are all but lost causes. I don't know how you recover in this position.
I think that the key thing here is how they utilize their two supports. If they can go around, because Engineer and Glacius are pretty strong together with 2 slows and 2 stuns. So if they can go around and get a few pickoffs, like go and dual support mid and get a few kills, they can get back in the game.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be the real issue here. We'll see how Glacius, being played by Moonmeander, is going to be able to effectively get into that middle lane and try to set up some kills for his team. Rune control also going to be very important. Already the 2-minute rune gone and taken. I'm not exactly sure what that was. Top lane, though, Rally getting dove pretty hard. There's the Thunder Blast, and the final auto attacks are going to be enough. Now, Predator taking a lot of damage from the tower. Wow, okay. Never mind.
That was a bit unfortunate, but it was a good kill nevertheless.
Yeah.
I mean, he boosted up to 370 GPM, so that's good.
Not giving up any experience, at least. Unfortunately, Moonmeander didn't buy before dying, so did lose some gold right there, and will definitely lose some experience and farming time from being dead, but in the end, not the hugest of deals.
No. Not really, but I mean, Kesu went mid, forcing Pebbles to use a stun, so I mean, that's always something. Doesn't matter for combo, so they can farm safely mid. So like, it's the small things. Makes
doesn't have mana to combo until he takes another sip of his bottle, which he'll probably do in the next 15 seconds here. And if Engineer does start to walk away, you might very well see a Luna go for the stun and then Pebbles walk in. Actually, with the Rotten Grasp down, that might be the opportunity right now. You can see Egg Jr. trying to lean in, maybe looking for a Stalagmites, maybe looking for a Luna first, and we'll see here in just a second if that is going to be the case. But there goes Engineer. It's now going to be Deadwood solo in the middle lane. This could be the opportunity. Ward of Sight is there. Stalagmite's going to be coming out in a second. Nope! They catch Engineer off on the side over here, and Stalagmite's into the chuck. The auto attacks will be enough to finish it off. Poor little Fitzky.
Yeah, that's always grim when that happens, when the suicide with a strong stun comes in. In case you're picking up the double damage on Lodestone. Not gonna be able to use it because he died mid, so that was a bit unfortunate, but I think we need to see some movement coming here from Glacius. I mean, he's doing a good job stacking and pulling, but I think he needs to help out his team now as he's moving towards mid.
Yep, with those boots now going to be a little bit more effective, and Engineer going to be joining up at the same time. The problem is going to be this Ward of Sight placed by Tankafet in a very interesting position. It's going to provide a lot of vision, both behind the tower as well as up toward the ramp. And I simply don't think that Pebbles and Aluna are going to get caught out by this Glacius gank unless Deadwood's able to land a good Rotten Grasp, which is... well, they're going to try it right now. Nice dodge, though, by Pebbles. Glacius shows himself, and Pebbles gets out of there, no problem.
Yeah, it was a good sidestep. I mean, even though they see the Glacius standing there with their ward, I mean, they're going to play passive, and the Deadwood is going to farm. So, I mean, it's not the worst scenario, because Predator can handle himself up there.
Yeah, by no means. And I actually do like the choice to just have that Glacius there. As you said, gonna buy them some space in the middle lane. Predator continuing to have a good time up top, but here comes Rally down the top river, going to be looking to assist in this kill one more time, and it's perfect timing. Deadwood going to be able to get the Rotten Grasp off. It does miss. Stalagmite's missing as well. Sandwraith going to be coming in, though. Engineer's the first casualty. Glacius freezes himself. Power Throw connects, and Tankafet with the hat trick. Lodestone in some trouble right here. Rally does not have another stun, though, so Keizu gets out of there. Squeaky clean. Tankafet with the hat trick. Oh man, This game is getting out of control.
It is. Having a Sandwraith and getting this early of a lead is kinda difficult. I mean, it all goes back to that level 1 fight. Dying like that makes the support not having the greatest like amount of money, so they can't really ward off the entire map and see these ganks coming. But good roaming coming out from the Legion team.
I really liked the use of the Sandwraith ultimate there, hitting level 6 just in time, and it really did help them set up for all those kills. Could have even gotten a 4th if Rally had just had another 15 or 20 mana, one more charge on that power supply maybe. And that would have been even more disastrous. Now, while all that's going on, Predator has been free farming the top lane at close to 400 gold per minute. But is it going to be enough? Everyone else sub 200 gold per minute, including the Deadwood, who's had the support of 2 support heroes in the middle lane. Now, they are going to go for a kill on Pebbles, but Haystring comes out, he gets the Stalagmites, but a keg connects. 4 players getting together on that one, and Pebbles just not quite fast enough with the Haystring. Really nice gank by the Hellborn team.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need to do. Bring out all as they get the counter kill. They need to bring out all the resources and just try to take him down one at a time.
That's right. Try not to get overwhelmed by your opponents and just keep on fighting. And by all means, a Predator that's able to get a strong start is consistently going to be a threat. tmsR, they're not going to give up anytime soon in this bout. With that being said, though, Sandwraith continuing to farm at nearly 500 gold per minute. Keep in mind, this is only 8 minutes in. 500 GPM at this point consistently is a pretty big deal.
Yeah. I mean, he could even go for the early mock and just dominate the game. He already has the Steam Boots and the Energizer, which is good enough of build-up items to go for it. So we'll see what he chooses to go for.
And perhaps even as importantly, getting those levels. Level 8 currently wants to hit level 11 and 16 as fast as possible to reduce the cooldown. Actually, Aluna getting chucked in here. There's going to be the Sandwraith ultimate going off, and Sandwraith will not... He's going to pop in on the backside over here, where there's a Lodestone going in with a Rocket Drill. Going to get the stun into the Shatterstorm off, but Pebbles just chucking people all over the place. Aluna going to go ahead and get the first kill with the power throw, and now Predator going to drop to the tower in the auto attacks before he gets a kill. Oh, Deadwood could be in some trouble as well. Red power throw coming in, will connect with a Sandwraith attacker as well. Not going to get in there. There's the Zeal stun, and down goes Deadwood. 3 more kills, racking him up here is the Legion team.
Yeah, having the upper hand and having the advantage going into the so-called pub train, it's kind of devastating for the Hellborn team. That was, by the way, a huge play from Aluna, Tankefet coming out, using the fog going back in and out to disjoint the last hits from Pred. So well played.
Yeah, Slick's having a very hard time right there trying to get that last hit to kill Aluna. Instead, Aluna not only survives, maintains the legendary streak, but also helps to assist with that kill onto Slicks, dropping him down into the 330 gold per minute mark. Pablo, the resource lead has been blown wide open. 5,500 gold in favor of the Legion team. Nearly 4,000 experience as well. 10 minutes in, tmsR, I don't even know, man. They're drowning in this game.
Yeah, I tell you.
Well, they're going in the bottom lane. Energizer has gone off, and they're just going to try to walk him down. Deadwood dies in the middle lane as well. This is looking like a 15cc to me, Pablo.
Yeah, unless they do the MSI comeback.
I don't know.
Start up the pub train and you get the pick off. But yeah, I mean, they're playing really well. I mean, having the upper hand like that on level 1 makes the game easier. It's almost like getting a free Conqueror kill without the token. But they're playing really well, just utilizing all their stuns and spells.
And I mean, that's really what this team is about, is stuns and spells. And they've got a plethora of them. I mean, you could say that about most teams, but you really do have a lot, and Predator going to be taking a lot of damage in the top lane. Going to try to TP on out. Is his Stone Skin high enough level? Absolutely not. Red Emerald Lightning there gets the stun, and Slicks drops for the 3rd time in this game. Engineer in some trouble in the middle lane because that's a Pebbles. And
beautiful turret.
Yeah, really, really well-placed turret. Not only getting the physical block, but the slow that does allow Fitsky to survive.
Yeah.
But Pebbles is not too far away from the board game. He actually is. Like, For as well as his team's doing, Pebbles is not doing that great in terms of actual farm, sitting at only 280 gold per minute and 36 CS 11 minutes in.
Yeah, as you can see, how the way he's playing, he's not really confident enough. I think it might be some nervousness coming into that, but I mean it happens. But I mean he should be able to pick up some farm the way they're dominating the game.
Oh, that was a ballsy ward there from Glacius in the bottom lane, getting a deep lane ward. Did walk right by the Legion team's lane ward, but not trying to go for a kill. The Legion team, knowing they don't really have to take risks, they can just wait for the opportunities to fall into their hands and then capitalize on those opportunities via the item and level difference.
Yeah, let's see bottom here.
They're certainly going to try to get a kill. There's the compel, and Glacius will go down. A savage 6 streak here for Luna. No big deal. 7-0-7, 12 minutes in.
Yeah, well, Luna is one of those heroes that you can use snowball with as a support. I mean, the power throw is an insane spell, and having all these stuns to set it up. I mean, he's playing really well.
They're going for one more. There's the compel into the Emerald Red Lightning. Deadwood going to get a nice rotten grasp, but Lodestone is going to drop before getting a stun off. Predator going to show up. He's going to go for Rally right here. The Willowmaker has already been used. There's the Venomous Leap. Will finish off Rally. Sandra can activate the ultimate. The Keg going to connect as well. Needs some assistance. Luna going to come on in. Power throw connects onto Deadwood, finishing him off. And Sandwraith going to go for the tree walking. And now Nymph4 going to be trying to teleport out. Will get the TP, and Luna not going to be so lucky. Champion of Newark streak being ended here by Fitsky for 550 gold.
That's some nice gold to get as a support.
Oh yeah, that's like full boots, man.
Yeah, I think they overcommitted a little too much. I mean, they were really close to killing Samwraith as well, as you can see on his health.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, not too much to worry about.
In the end, the resource lead is still going up in favor of the Legion team. This did allow Pebbles to farm out about 800 gold in the middle lane. He's now only 300 away from his portal key, so generating some space to get his farm on, and of course knocking down Deadwood and Lodestone, keeping those two low.
Yeah, this kind of shows like how much they are in the lead when they don't even need Pebbles, who is like the main hero at this point of the game normally, to be there. But yeah,
it's kind of insane.
Just go to Striders, like it.
Is he gonna go Striders post haste or just like Striders into a portal key right now? We'll have to see.
I'm guessing Striders to portal key.
Well, he's not too tanky up top. The Keg does connect. The Deadwood Rotten Grasp is there as well. And Rally taking a lot of damage. Deadwood does not have a Willowmaker, and Rally will get a nice compel off. Team trying to come in for assistance. There's the Rotten Grasp to finish him off, though. Luna going to come in with a power throw. Not much else. So maybe MSI comeback.
Might be the start of something. But that's the kind of risky thing to go Striders. Even though you're a tanky hero with an escape, pulling up a lot of gold at this point of the game tends to hurt you if you get caught out like he did right there.
Yeah.
So it's a good pick off from tmsR.
I remember casting with Swindle quite a while ago and seeing a Strider's Deadwood, and he got pretty upset. We'll talk about that in a second. This Deadwood's got Steam Boots, and it will allow him to tank up enough damage. So he was basically saying that by not going Steam Boots on Deadwood, you turned him into a not strength hero, and I think the same applies for a Rally in this scenario. When you're sitting on just those Striders, he was sitting at 900 HP. Does have a Beast Heart now, going to be a lot more tanky. Oh my god, Panny gets annihilated, but there's the 3-man compel. Deadwood comes in with the triple combo, and oh my god, up and down. Oh, that's a lot of dead players.
Yeah, that was really well played by Legion side. The Luna stunning all three, beautiful into compel combo from Pebbles. I mean, not much you can do.
Yeah, so that's really, really well executed in terms of actually landing those spells in the appropriate fashion by all three players of the Legion team there. And great bait by Panny, putting himself in a position to be punched in the face for the good of the team.
Yeah. Going back to the Striders, I totally agree with you. I was just joking around when I said what I said. You should never get Like, I see people picking it up on Pharaoh as well, the Striders. I mean, Striders is not even good on supports, I think. I mean, that's like a last resort if you're down by a lot and need to get around warding fast.
Yeah.
So.
It's got its uses, but I, by all means, agree with you that Steam Boots is, in most cases, going to be simply a better choice if you've got the money to expand, and Rally in this case did. Now going for the Helm of the Black Legion, but once again, I mean, this is going to be kind of an awkward scenario where you've got Rally, a chasing hero, that's not going to have the movement speed to chase. Like,
yeah.
It's, I don't know, not much slower than Steam Boots, that's for sure, but in this case, the Hellborn team going to go ahead and try to capitalize and take a tower, utilizing all 5 of their players there in the top lane, though. So they're definitely losing ground in both the middle lane, where that's starting to be pushed, and in the bottom lane, where that one's all the way up to the tower as well. Sandwraith is going to have that Mock of Brilliance here in about the next minute or so as well.
Yeah, that's going to be huge for him. I mean, the supports are level 7 and 8, so the Mock is going to do a hell of a lot of damage when he uses the ultimate. The tower push, that was kind of an odd glyph usage from the Legion team. You normally want to do that when you're going to deny the tower or port there, because you never know when you're going to need it. So if you're not going to defend the tower, you shouldn't use it unless you're trading towers, which they weren't really doing anyway. So
yeah, not optimal use, but in the end they still do retain this pretty large advantage. Sandwraith going to pick up that Mock here in a second, and I guarantee you as soon as he gets that Mock, they will look for a couple kills with that ultimate, and I think that he'll have no trouble finding at least one. Nymphora may be looking for a teleport as well, but the Hellborn team is grouped up now, like 100% as 5. Maybe starting to spread out, and this is kind of how you counter both the Sandwraith and the Nymphora, the roaming gankers, is by staying as 5, but the problem is you're living, but you're falling terribly behind in resources because you have one player farming. And there's an Nymphora port directly in here. Pebbles combo on 2. Sandwraith ultimate going to be going out. Zeal stun going to connect as Predator and Deadwood are both going to be falling, but no, Predator going to survive for now. Gets the kill onto Pebbles, and now Rally into trouble. Lodestone ultimate is going to go off. Predator will in fact die as Sandwraith's coming in for the cleanup. Lodestone goes down, and the last one now is going to be Glacius. See ya! GG well played's being called as tmsR is going to in fact give this one up. 18 minutes in, afraiD goes to a 1-game advantage.
Yeah, that was the perfect timing coming out the team fight for the Legion side. I mean, the Mock was just picked up. They got a Invis rune on Rally. He just picked up his helm. I mean, it couldn't have been better for them. So I mean, with the advantage they had coming into that fight, the Hellborn side had quite difficulties winning the fight, but well played overall.
Oh, that was
Legion.
That was rough for tmsR. Like, speaking honestly, like that was just really rough. From the double kill first blood to the second death of Haxer in there in the middle lane to everything else that happened with Oluna getting more and more kills as a result of beautiful roaming coming out of Rally from the top lane. Everything went the way of afraiD in that game, and I'm, well, pardon my pun here, a little bit afraid for tmsR in the second game. I don't know what they're going to be able to do. I don't know if they're going to be able to recover the momentum that's going to be necessary to win 2 games and not be eliminated from HoN Tour Cycle 3. Keep in mind, this team has gotten top 4, I believe, top 4 in Cycles 1 and 2. Being eliminated right here would put them out in 7th, 8th place, I believe.
Yeah, but I mean, it was kind of the snowball effect from the level 1 kills bottom. If say they would have gotten the kills, they would been able to do the exact same thing to the Legion. Sure. Having the kills and coming from bottom, Rally had an extra compel when he was moving towards top, so he could gank mid whilst going top. So I mean, it's all these snowball effects. So I mean, it was a rough game for him from the start. So we'll see what they pull out. They shouldn't be too worried. I think they should just imagine it's 0-0 and start over.
I think I might have to agree with you. All right, guys. Well, we are going to go ahead and get into the second game. This has been Coldcast coverage with Beef and Pablo of HoN Tour Cycle number 3. We're going to be right back with the next one. Don't go anywhere.